Good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have two individuals who are here to talk about a new program on behalf of the Crystal Judson Family Justice Center. So please join me in welcoming back Nadia Van Atter. Hello, my dear. Good to see you. You are still the Victim Services Supervisor for the Crystal Judson Family Justice Center. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you again.
I think about you a lot as I am in this community and I am talking with people who have used your services or who don't know about your services. And when I'm awake at 2 o'clock in the morning because I've read too much news and I'm worrying, I count you as one of the 5 organizations here in Tacoma that I know are doing the best they can do to make this world a better place. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. With you, you brought this beautiful individual, Lily Waters. You are the artist in residence for a new program that we are going to talk about. Welcome, Miss Lily.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you here today. Let's talk about, first off, as we know, Tacoma has a lot of people moving to it right now, and they may not know what the Crystal Judson Family Justice Center is and what services they provide. So what would we say to them if they ask that question, Nadia?
So we work with victims and survivors of intimate partner violence. And because domestic violence is about that power and control in a relationship, the Family Justice Center model is really designed to have a variety of agencies and services co-located to make it easier to access resources and really break down the barriers and disrupt the power and control tactics.
Yes.
So to do that, we've got 10 on-site community partners and over 20 off-site community partners and 8 programs, again, designed to disrupt that power and control. So some of our programs include community advocacy, which is talking with someone about what's going on, talking about safety planning and resources and options. We have a protection order legal program, which includes working with someone to file a domestic violence protection order, and then doing direct referrals to Tacoma Pro Bono to get support around family law needs. We have our domestic violence helpline, which is open to victims and survivors, but also professionals, family members, and friends to learn more about services or resources. We do outreach on police reports for almost all the law enforcement jurisdictions in Pierce County. We've got a criminal justice program, which includes access to the Pierce County Sheriff's Department, Tacoma Police Department, and the Pierce County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. We offer a financial services program, which includes access to DSHS and child support, and that's 3 days a week for each program. Wow. We have our emergency services, which are those stopgap things you don't think about when you're leaving.
Right.
Diapers, wipes, food, toiletries, menstrual products, that type of thing. And then we've got our Survivor Wellbeing program, which is walking with folks through their journey as they're in that healing process.
I love that, boy. So you are, as I have always said, the Nordstroms of what you do. You are the one stop. And what we mean by that is that for somebody who is experiencing domestic violence, it's difficult to leave, let alone think about having to go to 4 or 5 social agencies to get help. But they can come to the Crystal Judson Family Justice Center and get everything they need in one stop.
It's all about collaboration.
It is.
Partnership.
It's amazing. So, Lily, let's talk about some of the greatest challenges that survivors face and some of the challenges that you faced.
You know, just staying alive. My husband threatened to bury me in the backyard if I ever left him. He also removed any type of financial control I had in the relationship. So I think the easiest way for me to describe it, it's almost as if a natural disaster has occurred and suddenly you have nothing. So you need all the basics for human survival. You're challenged with, finding food, shelter, you need clothing, transportation, healthcare, access to legal services. So it's really overwhelming when you're going through something like this and all of a sudden you have nothing. You don't know where to go, where to turn. You just want to give up. So that's why, programs like the Justice Center are really critical for the community. And I wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for them.
Oh my goodness, wow. So let's talk about what is the Survivor Wellbeing Program, Nadia?
So that program is designed to provide support as someone journeys through their process. So to do that, we partner with Good Samaritan Behavioral Health and can provide up to 4 free sessions of individual counseling, regardless of whether someone has insurance or whether it's safe to bill insurance. We have an 8-week group that's designed to help clients reestablish balance after they've left the relationship. We recently launched an art circle, which is a way for folks to get together and use art as a form of healing, and also as a chance to build community. And then we've got our artist in residence, and she is helping create a beautiful welcoming space in the center, so when folks come through they can see her artwork on the walls. And then she's also working on a special project.
Oh my gosh, so tell us about this, Lily.
Well, we're currently working on creating a coffee table book. So we're teaming up with survivors to tell their often untold stories of how power and control are used in abusive relationships to try and educate the community and also encourage other survivors. And alongside their stories, I'm photographing items related to their journey. I do nature photography, so I'm photographing these items with elements of nature to try, because some of these items symbolize a horrifying time in their lives. So I'm trying to turn it into something of meaning and beauty.
Wow, beautiful. I want to invite you back on when this book is done for us to show it here and to talk about this. What a beautiful way to turn this around as much as you can. You are such a gift.
Thank you
Lily,
so
thank
much.
you. So I want to talk about how many people, Nadia, do we serve in a year? And then let's talk about children in the center.
Yeah, so this year from January to the end of September, we've been just shy of 2,000 visits to the center, and we've screened over 7,500 calls on our helpline. We've called out on over 3,000 police reports. So we've really seen an increase in our numbers this year as opposed to last year.
That's what struck me. I was like, that's more than when I had you on the couch last year. And so many times when we are fleeing a situation, we have children with us. How do children, how are they incorporated into the center?
We don't want someone feeling like they don't have childcare as a barrier to accessing services. So we're a child-friendly facility. We've got a playroom. It's right in between 2 of the rooms, so kiddos can see their parent without hearing what's going on, and their parent can see them.
I love that.
And some days you'll have every single toy on the floor, and it's been a busy, exciting room. So.
Absolutely, as it should be.
Yes.
As it should be. So Lily, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is, of course, one of the reasons why we have you both on the couch. And I want to ask you, because you have walked through this, what would you tell a family member or a friend who's experiencing domestic violence right now?
To not abandon that person, to listen to them, to support them, to encourage them, to tell them that they don't deserve this type of treatment. I think a lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about domestic violence, abuse, so they let fear get in the way of helping someone who needs support at the most important time in their lives. And I think one other really important thing is to just listen. It's so easy to do. And by listening to someone's story, no matter how many times they tell you, you're making that person feel loved and encouraged and supported. Also on the Justice Center, on their website, they have a list of 10 ways that you can help anyone that's going through an abusive relationship.
Yes. What would you add to that, Nadia?
I believe the person if someone discloses.
There we go. Believe her.
Violence.
Yes, we say. Absolutely. Give us some ways that we can get involved in this center, because I'm sure you always need help.
So learning about domestic violence so you can better support someone who discloses to you. We're always in need of those donations, those emergency services, diapers, wipes, tampons, pads, non-perishable food, toiletries, that type of thing. You can get more details on our website, or you can call our helpline to see what we're currently in need of.
I love that. And I know that there is no way that this center could operate without a village, as we say. Who do we need to thank for all of these services?
The community. We get wonderful community support. We have individuals and organizations that will put together drives or just bring in a bag of food when they can. So for all of those people who continue to support us through donations and learning about agencies and learning how to support folks who are leaving abusive situations.
Absolutely. Lily, what help do you need to get this book off the ground?
Just people willing to participate, for one thing, and we've had a wonderful group of people that have been willing to do that, which is fantastic. And just ongoing support from the community, donations to the foundation fund for the Justice Center is really important so we can keep these projects going.
Absolutely. Well, I, for one, am certainly willing to do some donations to this book, because I cannot think of a better book to have in every home to start the conversation about what healthy relationships look like and what healthy relationships don't look like, especially in this age of bullying. We need to understand at a really young age where this starts and prevent the Lilies of the world from experiencing this as an adult. So count me in on this one.
Good, thank you.
Thank you both so much for being here today. And you have a permanent spot on the comfy couch, so I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. When we come back in our final fabulous segment here on CityLine, we have the City Events and Recognition Committee here to talk about Martin Luther King Day coming up. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.